Silgan here, back for another episode, and today we are building mountains. Well, not really a mountain, but we are going to build a custom cliffside. I think cliffside is better than ruin. We are playing Minecraft Bedrock 1.18, so it's the cliff. And the reason why we are seeing this very strange construction here is, well, oh, an enderman. Well, the reason why we are seeing that is that we are sort of... Hello, Squeezed, you're back today as well. I'm just wondering why my camera count switch just decided not to work, so give me 1 second. And there is something rotten in the state of Denmark. And the quick transition is not working because it is working. It just decided that it should not work currently. So, transition, why is it not working? Do you know why? I'm stupid. I was sort of transitioning between the same account. So, this is the overview today. This is, I'm not even sure. Yes, you can see me jumping behind here. We are going to transform this entire mountainside into something that looks decent. Custom, well, cliffside, mountainside. Oh, night shifts are... I've never done night shifts. I worked 24-hour shifts in a row, but that's by choice. It's never the same thing, and in an office share. So I guess night shift at your job is, well, that could be challenging. So back to me. So I think before we can even have a basic understanding on what we want to achieve, we need to start to clear everything. So everything on this sort of mountainside needs to be cleared. So I'm gonna shift to this camera view and I will just get shopping. And shopping with a C. So chopping, maybe, not shopping, because we are not buying anything. And it's an amazing day. It's Friday, it's Minecraft. I mean, just be able to sort of wake up. It's 10:29 a.m. here in Sweden. So, and it's Friday and we are playing Minecraft. You can't complain on that, right? And as you can probably see, I have a little bit higher level than since I logged off yesterday. And I spent most of the time and that level fishing, actually. So we actually managed to get a decent fishing pole. We got a few enchantment books, but not the one we need. And we still are hunting for that 45 books, so we can make 15 bookshelves, and we need some diamonds so we can make that enchantment table, and we need level 30 and above so we can start enchanting and hunting for a fortune 3 diamond pickaxe. And as soon as we have a fortune 3 diamond pickaxe, it's time to construct the nether portal, go into the nether, drop down and a lot of levels and start hunting for ancient debris, so we can more or less instantly upgrade the fortune 3 diamond pickaxe to a netherite, and then we are set. It's not fully enchanted, but it's going to be the best we can have this early game. And I can hear a skelly. You're probably going to get jumped because there are so many trees on this mountainside currently that there is no sunlight, which means we will have mobs. There we have another tree. I'm not sure entirely how much I will need to clear, but for now I think I will clear as there... Oh, 2 of them. Yeah, you come here. I will end you. There you go. We need to clear all the trees. That way we have a better visual understanding on what we are working with. And when we have cleared that, we will start to construct what I think, hopefully, can be very entertaining, because it's a huge project trying to build what will be something decent looking custom mountainside. And the reason why we do that is that we want to create a good looking and functional path coming down from what we did yesterday, also with the company of Squeezed. We started actually having some really nice progress on our sort of the front side of our what to be epic mountain base, and it's going to be a huge base. It's just it's going to be obvious once we sort of, with the work we got done yesterday. And if you haven't watched that stream, it is in the channel, so please, I would really appreciate it. So if you're curious on what we did, go watch that. But it is it's going to be huge, and as it's going to be huge, we will need a proper path. That's what I'm trying to say. And a proper path isn't just like 3 blocks. We need to really make that design work for us. That sort of path coming up and down the mountain, it needs to be, it can't be just a straight line, because that, we all know that that doesn't look good. And to make that work, we need, probably, that's at least my opinion, we will need to create a custom mountain side on at least 3 levels. So I don't want to make one huge, because then it will be more of a staircase going up the mountain, and no. So we need to create levels, so we can't have too steep of sort of ascending and descending on the path. I would prefer to have the possibility to use like 1 step at a time. That means we will need to use slabs, and then we can't have a very sort of steep incline on that, which means we need to go in like an S up, like you do in the Alps, for example. And that means that to make that plausible and make that work for us, we need mountainsides. At least that's how I picture it while I thought about this before I went to sleep yesterday. And we will also try to sort this in the dark, because we have our cam account. That's what currently is the view we are watching. And as we are in survival, we don't have any mods, and we still want to be able to sort of have achievements on. We can't have like a real camera add-on, which means that in about, we can't sleep, because if I go to bed now on this account, it just won't tell us go to sleep on your other account. And that we can't do. So we will try to survive the night, at least 3 nights. That way we have a little bit better progress as well. And then we need to sleep for 1 night, so we don't get hit from above from those terrible I call them birds. I know they're not birds. Rats. Can't even remember the name. Squeezed, please help me out. You are a seasoned Minecraft player, as I sort of understood it yesterday. What's the name of the what I call bird? Is it rats? No? Whatever. They are super annoying when they keep attacking from above. And obviously, if we wait 3 nights, they will start to spawn rats. Yeah, and if they start to spawn, they will knock the cam account off his platform, and well, it's not not a disaster, but it's going to take a little bit of time for me to sort of get him up there again. So I think we will try to make this work for 3 phantoms. Thank you. Do you realize when I say birds that that's not really, I don't even sound like a Minecraft player. Oh no. I'm afraid of the birds. Phantoms. Thank you. I just forgot what they were. I hate them. I hate the sound of them. And I hate what they keep doing. Because they always, I mean, if you're working on something high up, they always knock you down and then you die. So, And I'm starting to feel that we have actually already made a little bit of progress. We have cleared quite a lot of trees. And once we get rid of the trees, we will see more of the path and this sort of custom side, and then we can start building. And that's going to be the fun part. So I also spend a few hours between sort of setting up this stream, smelting cobblestone for stone, proper stone. So we don't want to build this in cobblestone. We want to build this as much as possible with stone. And once we have the stone, we will texturize it with cobble, with more or less like, I mean, I hear them. There they come. Oh, these are so hard to hit. And we should texturize it with like stone bricks with andesite and cobblestone. I mean, that's just the standard. So, you had a funny situation. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, we have Squist on the chat. So, thank you for being here, Squist. You were very nice company yesterday. So, I'm not writing answers into the chat. And I'm actually not showing the chat on stream as well. So, if you want to participate in the chat, just go to YouTube and hook it up. If we actually, I mean, it's my first week streaming. So, if we actually get some traction on this stream and people actually enjoy watching it, I of course need to invest a little bit in some streaming software so we can, for example, have the chat within them. But then we need tools like Streamlab and we need a paid license for that, and I'm not entirely ready to do that. So I'm answering Twist and whoever is writing to me verbally, but you can't read it in chat. You just need to go to YouTube to see that. And we actually broke our sword, so we need another one. Otherwise we are soon to be dead. No. 2 of them. Ouch. That was close. Did you see that? 2 of them. That's... Oh, and that's the 3rd one. Let's try to run past them. Nope. That left a hole. We need a sword. I will be right back with a brand new sword. Hopefully. We should have some iron. I'm back at the base. So, and I'm not actually switching camera for this. I'm just sort of back, leaving some of the materials, a lot of the wood. You could probably hear the chests from the sound. Clearing some inventory space, get rid of all the bows and the rotten flesh. And I'm gonna leave the iron here as well. So in case we die. Hopefully we don't do that, because we are level 25 now. And hopefully we can sort of stay alive long enough so we can start to spend those levels on the enchantment. So you were working in the kitchen making stuff. Lady pulls up a cart to the window, asks for a basket of 12 wings, and then throws a phone in my friend and rides off. Really? I don't think she had a really good day. Doesn't sound like that, right? Someone had not sort of treated her good that day. And we need to start to clear some of this. So we ended up with a big hole here, and that's not nice. They just destroyed our path. Am I even visible on stream? On this window? So I ran off, I ran past a creeper. I actually thought I was quick enough. But no, he blew up. We made a hole. I guess that's the downside working in the night. We have more. Oh, there are both of them. Hello. There we have a zombie as well. There we go. No, let's not fish him to death. So we got rid of 2 creepers and a zombie. So, and our sort of, what do you, hillside, mountain side. Did your friend get to keep the phone? And are your friend okay, or did he or she get hurt? Hope not. I mean, that's a person with some personal issues. You can't throw a phone in the face of someone. That's well, that's not okay. Of course it's not okay, but I'm stating the obvious, but I'm just shocked that people actually, some people are just, well, broken, I guess. No, I missed. I think we need to fix this area, because I keep having insane amount of mobs every single time. I think it's a little bit too dark here. They are spawning and they can be standing under here, just doing their thing. No, we are out of arrows. Ow. 2 zombies and the creeper was a little bit too much. They actually knocked me back, so I missed the creeper and then it exploded. So now we have a big hole here as well. This started good, or not. Oh well, I'm not gonna fix the hole, because I mean it's a hole and we are building an entire mountain, so I guess we will have some accidents. Good that your friend is okay. So, we are still sort of, I just need to fix a little bit of this hole, because it's, when I say hole, we have like a crater in the ground. So, look at this. Suddenly we have cleared more or less all the trees. I think actually, just to be on the safe side, because we can always replant trees if we are lacking trees. So I'm gonna chop away just a bit more trees. A bit more trees. Oh well. Just imagine I said that in proper English. So, there. I think that's... No, let's get rid of this as well. So, last tree. And I will show you what I imagine for this sort of mountainside. Or cliffside is probably correct. Or, yeah, custom cliffside. I also put a little bit of chest here to prepare. And in that chest we have stone and stone and stone and stone and more stone. And that we need to start building. Right? And hopefully we can kill a few skellies on the sort of on the way. And here we have a little piggy. Hi piggy piggy. So we need to construct the path. And that path need to tell us where to put the hillside. So I picture that maybe, because we can't have like a straight path like this, so maybe we have sort of take away a little on that. We need to sort this in a good manner. That means 1 2 3, and then we can go 1. I'm not sure if it's actually visible what I'm currently doing, but we are sort of outlining a little bit of a path here. So 3 2 1 to 2 to 1 to 2 to 3. So I'm sort of trying to decide from a standpoint, where should we create the path? Because I mean, if this is the path, the way I'm currently running, then we need mountain on this side, because if we have that, it would make sense. And that will make it easier for us to sort of make different levels. And to construct this path, we first need to set the upper layer. And when we have set that, we can sort of build, and then we will know also where to dig out. So I'm actually going to place that block there and just decide that that's where my mountain going to start, or custom hillside. So first we do 3. And we want to curve on the outside actually. So I'm actually gonna go upwards. So 1, 2, 3. Get rid of my temporary dirt blocks because I don't want to use the stone as temporary blocks, because if I do, I keep breaking them into cobblestone. And then we need to smelt some more. And I think that it would be safe. I think it would probably look the best to not go up one more level. And I think this could be 5. And then I would want to come up a level. Like this. And then this gonna be 3. And this, we're gonna step up this as well. 3. So we have a little bit of a curve happening here, right? And then this gonna be 3. So first it's sort of dropping, it's dropping, it's dropping. That would make sense, right? And this is in the same level. And this, no, I did wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this needs to go, this needs to go. I messed up. So, and this needs to go, and that's the 3. And maybe we should end with the 2 actually. So, now we have that. It looks good. What should we do then? We are working in odd numbers, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a missed block. So, and then let's get this down to 3. 1, 2, 3. Now you can see here where immediately I will start to need to clear dirt, and then we are sort of gonna shape this. So what do you think? Squeezed, are we? And let me know if I'm not pronouncing your name right. I would really want to get that right. Do you think that we will have something cool happening here? And can you see this is going to be a huge project today? Especially with my iron tools. I have prepared most of my inventory is full of iron tools actually. Of course I haven't had time to fetch diamonds yet. At least not at the amount we will be needing. So we are clearing dirt because we need to sort of show and uncover the side of this. That way we can sort of start to build a little bit of a custom sort of hillside. And then we clear 3 under this. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we have this last 2 up here, and then we are actually hitting stone here. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's, we're gonna clear that. And we have stone on the inside, so that's nice. So I'm thinking actually, I'm seeing it now. I think I've climbed a little bit too high. It's not gonna look good. So I'm actually now that's I would say the upside for me to have the cam account running rather than my first person view here, because then I also get an overview when I'm building, and that's actually fairly helpful. So, and this is how we should do it, right? That looks better. A little bit of and we could maybe let that be an incline like that. 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna leave it like that. So, and this side with the dirt we are leaving for now because we are not entirely sure. So I mean, this would make sense, right? If we come running this, we have it's curving, so we get a rounded shape. That means we are sort of running next to this ravine side, and it's sort of dropping down a little bit. Then it needs to turn here, and then it's gonna drop a few levels, and then it needs to sort of run in parallel on this side. That means we also will need to have mountain here, and then when it comes down, we will need to sort some sort of custom mountainside on this as well. Because I don't want to use the entire side with one level, because I don't think that will look as good. Because if we have different levels, like a terrace almost, we can plant stuff there. We will need to put some trees back, and that's going to look much better than just one big flat side. But to do that, we need to sort the path. So we are coming into a 3 path here, and then it needs to start to turn right away, I think, actually. So we're going from the 3 to a 2 to a 1 to a 1 to let's 1 to a 2 to a 2 to 1 to 2. And then we can go 3 here, right? And then we could go 3 here. And maybe even 3 on top of the chest. Or we could maybe even do 5 here. So 1, 2, 3. Then, or should that be 2? Let's check this. And a 2. And a 1, a 1, and if this is the 2, then this should be 1 again, and this needs to be 1, and this is 2, and we are closing in on where we need to be, right? Next to, thank you, we need to be further down, and what I think, I had that. I mean, I took away a part of this before I started. We would probably need a staircase. Here could be a staircase instead, because if we have a stair, we can drop 5, 6 levels straight away. And I don't think necessarily a staircase needs to look bad. So we're gonna get rid of this again. So the reason why I'm doing that, I don't want to get confused where the path is. Like this. This is going to be night 2, right? So we are keeping track on when we actually have to sleep, so we don't end up with phantoms and not birds. Thank you for that. I hopefully probably have forgot by tomorrow, but I mean, to have this sort of pathing here, and I think it looks good, and maybe add some, should probably add some lights here. So it will scare away some at least. If we have the path coming here, I don't mind the sort of levels yet. And when I say levels, should I drop down here or not? It should be flat where it needs to be flat. So we go 3, 3, 2, and then I think we could probably, this is a 3 as well, could probably start going stair right here. I can hear a spider, and there comes the zombie. Currently it's nighttime, so now we will start to fight for our lives again. I accidentally slapped him in the face with a fish. That's funny. So, but this is where I'm gonna get a little bit worried, because I feel that there might be even a risk I need to sort the height of the path first before we actually construct the mountain sides. Because, I mean, if we're dropping down here, that will influence the level of that. But if we are not, and we should go where I'm sort of standing on the torch. Yeah, les fiches. So, I mean, this looks like a 1 and 1 and a 1, but it is a 2. And it's 2 blocked in a row when I say 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, and so on. I'm just sort of relating to how many blocks in a row. I never put more than 6 or 7 blocks in a row, because then it's looking too straight. And I try to work in like 3s and 5s. Only exception are the 2. That's the even block. And when you want to do a soft curve, I think going from first 2 and then a 1 in diagonal and then another 1 in a diagonal and then a 2 and then back to a diagonal 1 1 2, we get like a soft curve. But that means I need to decide sort of where will the staircase start, so we can't do that pathing yet. That's what I'm sort of feeling. And as we are sort of here, we are turning. I'm jumping. I need to think while we're building. As we're turning here for the path, we will need mountain here as well. So the path is sort of going around, let's call it cliffside. And I think we can sort of adjust the height of that with where the height of the path is. So 3 to 2 to 1 to 1. And I don't like sort of dropping. He actually came with the blocks. That's nice of him. So, could save him for he wouldn't despawn. No need for name tags, but that means that should need probably put a torch on above me because they are everywhere. That means that will decide sort of where the mountain would start for this side. So let's start to sort of fill in here. If we are walking here and then we're sort of dropping down a little, it would make sense probably to have stone here. Then we would sort of walk around that. So let's just make a decision that that's a good place to start. So we are going 3. And then from that we are, should we go in or out on this? I'm gonna drop 1 in. Then I'm gonna come out again. And then I would want to come out and up. So it should we go up or in again? Let's go up actually. So we're placing that. So we had a temporary block. And that needs to be a 3 as well. And then, just for now, we don't know yet, I'm gonna end this here with a 3. Then we are sort of in the mountain on the side. And then we could, if we want, depends on how much we would want to build here, we could go 1 up again. Here. Like that. That way we are working with different levels. So that will be a side. So now you can see what sort of I'm trying to construct here. Because then making this path sort of coming out, sort of like a snake. Goes around this mountain edge, or it's not a mountain edge, the cliff side. And then it goes in between them. It will turn around this sort of edge while dropping down, which means we can't have this hillside. It should be, and we shouldn't have this on the same, so just on the other side here. So it's probably here. That way we have a little bit of, we will need to have another mountain side, cliff face. As we're sort of walking around it, but preferably having it more here. We could probably use this sort of to not sort of have 5, 6, 7 small edges. This will need to drop all the way down to mine shaft height. Yeah, that would make sense. And we need some place to turn. So let's add this. Will that look good? Because that also gives they will start on different heights, and that will also actually look really good, I think. So with this said, we should go 3, and this needs to curve inwards as well. So 3. Let's continue in, but should we drop or increase? I'm actually thinking I should drop down on this here. What will look the best? No, I'm gonna increase. When I say increase, we are going 1 up. Yeah, let's go 1 up. So here we go. And I'm gonna make this 5. And then 1, 2, 3. Next night that's coming, I need sleep. Otherwise, we will end up dead as Elvis from the phantoms. So 1, 2, 3. And 3. Zombie land. And then maybe actually increase or decrease the height. I'm gonna pull this 5. There we go. So this is gonna be a huge project. Just to get a nicely designed path. Sometimes I'm sort of believing I'm a little bit crazy. But if we go there, then we still don't have anything in front of this. And I'm not entirely sure that's smart. But if we are... yeah, I might have messed this up. Let's check on the pathing as well. The path around. And we still will need cliffs here, right? Otherwise it would make no sense why we are turning. Which means we would probably... I'm just gonna pretend this is actually stone and not dirt. We would probably need actually this to continue a little bit. To turn sort of... keep the path on the mountain side. Yes, we will need that. And it should probably drop here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with this. It's gonna be, well, yeah, it needs to drop here. So we actually gonna add stone here, here, for the pathing. Otherwise it doesn't make sense. And then we are dropping 1 more. We're gonna need more stone than we have, I think. And I think let's not drop on this. And yes, that chest's gonna be in the way. So if we sort of here, it should start to drop. And then we can have like dirt. And that will give us a place to end with the stair, right? So if we have mountain all the way there, then we have the path, then we are sort of probably standing up here. Then go drop fast 7 levels maybe or something like that with staircases. So we will need like a 3-block gap to sort of make that look good. So, and then here comes the stair. Boom, 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 boom. And once that stair is sort of have dropped a few levels, we could curve a slow all the way down to outside the mine. It's gonna look amazing. So let's sort that. I don't think I actually have any wooden stairs. No, we don't. So to sort that, I'm just gonna very quickly construct a dirt staircase to sort of sort. That way we can just add the wood on top of them when we finish building, right? So let's look at this. How will this look? So we have the stone edge. It shouldn't be dirt here. So let's get rid of that. Then we will have stone, and then we will have a stair. Drop, 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 drop. Then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a little bit too much. Do we want to terraform this much? Well, I guess we will have to. So if we just decide that that's enough, this is sort of where the ground needs to be. Then we will need to have mountain on like another little bit of edge here and up there, right? Otherwise it won't work. And I said we should build on the other side of this, so that's 3. Maybe actually make that drop. That would look good. So, and I'm speaking when I'm thinking. That's just the way I'm wired. So, I'm almost starting to think before I started that maybe I in a little bit over my depth here. This is not a small project. Oh, and then we have like a huge on this side. Whoa. There we go. I just might be just a little bit of stone standing on dirt on this side. Let's figure it out. Because just constructing what we have started already is, well, we have a little bit of building to do, right? So let's eat a little bit. I think the major piece, because if we drop with a stair, it needs to be mountain, right? Otherwise it will look strange. And I'm not entirely sure I like this much. So, because if we end up here, we can drop. So we need to end up somewhere like here. So 3, 2, 3. I'm just checking 2, 1, 1, 2. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could actually work. So you can't see me in the picture, right? So let's sort that. Here we come. Yep. I'm just trying to sort where the path will end, so I know where I can have my staircase, and with that, how much of sort of the custom cliff. I'm even thinking we should have a custom river coming down from this and flowing over it, waterfall, and then into sort of the ocean, and we can build around that. I think that's going to look amazing. So with that said, I think we just need to realize that to make this work, we need to clear a lot of this. That chest's gonna probably drive me nuts that I place it there, but it felt that. Can we please not drop down 1,000 times? Oh, here's a hollow space. That's scary. We don't want that. Now I'm starting to clear dirt, and it's very nice weather, right? Or not. Then this needs to curve inwards. So we are clearing dirt, a lot of dirt here. Let's see what we have here. So, that's not right. What the hell have I done here? That's not even remotely close to what we said we... I messed up again. I haven't even started and messed up. Because this needs to go actually. Because this is in the wrong place. This needs to... It should drop down one, but I forgot to drop out one as well. So 3. Then I'm more or less on the path, but we could switch out the path just a tiny. I need to stop falling down when I... That would work. And that needs to... I think I'm gonna drop that 1, 2, 3. When I say drop again, we are sort of going down one level. You can't feel your legs? What? That's actually... Have you sort of done some exercise, or you just lost the feeling in your legs? That's not nice. Or were you referring to me keep falling 1 million miles down when I'm trying to build here? Three. Look at this. So now when we have this on 3, clearing more dirt, we should do this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Too much walking, yeah. I went to the gym yesterday for the first time in like... Well, to be honest, this entire week I haven't been in the gym or doing proper exercise in like a year. And then Monday I went for a walk 10 kilometers. And then Tuesday I spent 2 hours at the gym. And then Wednesday I went spinning for an hour. And then I went to the gym again yesterday for 2 hours. So yeah, I think I overdid it. I could hardly get out of bed this morning. I was sore everywhere. And that's apparently the way I'm wired. I just can't do anything in moderation. And I think you could probably already tell that from this project. This is not in moderation. We are sort of... But I think what we are currently building is gonna look really good when we're done. It's gonna help us with the overall look of sort of the entrance to this. And now it's night, so it's the last one. We don't have anything in air yet, but it's time to put both this count and the camera count to sleep, I think. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm gonna actually have put the bed where the camera count is residing, so I'm gonna go to bed. I'm sleeping, and give me a second. We are sleeping. He woke up and fell down the stairs. That's a really bad placement of that stair. So, or the ladder. Here we go. I think that's gonna be a nice camera placement. I'm not sure if that's gonna be nice for the time lapse that I currently sort of switched location, but let's not care about that for now. Back to OBS, and so a new day, and we can spend another 3 days not worrying about getting hit with, wait for it, phantoms. Not birds. I'm so happy. I've said birds for 5 consecutive streams. So, and 3. Where's the spider? 1, 2, 3. I think that. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. Maybe this is gonna look like crap when we're done. That would be a little bit sad. But it is still, if it looks crap, it does, and then we can rebuild it, because it's Minecraft. And I have never done anything like this. This is the first time even attempting to do anything remotely like that. I have never spent this much effort, or I just made a decision that this needs to go. We actually gonna go outwards on this. It will make a little bit more sense, I think, from how much terraforming and mountains, hillside. 4, 5, and then 1. 2, 3, 3. There. That's the last one. So I'm sort of trying to learn as I'm building. That means this can end up looking, well, pretty much like anything. But hopefully it will work. Hopefully it will not look like crap. Cow dung. What do you think, Squeezed? Will I be able to pull this off, or will it look, well, sad? Let's say sad instead of crap. And what we are currently doing is that we need to go inwards. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. And if this is, should have started further out. It's gonna be so much digging. I'm not sure why I just didn't start further out, but that's 3. We might as well, as we started digging here, sort this. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Look at this, it's actually taking shape. So, and yes, we are digging. You bet it will. Even if I have never done that, you put a lot of faith in. Thank you for that. And we currently need a lot of shovels, because this is turning out to be a lot more digging than I thought. And I mean, let's just forget about all the stone I will never be able to replace without Silk Touch. Worst case scenario, if we have dug out too much, we could just sort of move this entire cliff front face outwards a few blocks. But if we want to do that, we should do that. I'm just going for more shovels. We should do that before we have finished everything. So I'm gonna take one like big final look and make a decision. Should we move part of this outwards after all? So 1, 2, 3. Actually made 4 shovels. Yep, we are digging more than anything, so let's bring the shovels. And I'm about to come back into frame. Here we go. Yay. So, jump, 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 run, 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 round, round, round. No, this is exactly where we want it. I like it. So, we are But this is just 2, so why did I do it? Should be 3. There. And that's 3, right? Which means this needs to go as well. This would be more fun with efficiency 5. At least faster. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah. Sounds like I'm sort of dancing. Learning to dance. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I will. Oh, wow. Why? And by the way, I actually been to St. Petersburg 5 times. It's a very beautiful city. So Squist, you are from St. Petersburg then, I take it, or at least you're currently living there. It's a beautiful city. A few years ago, since I actually had the pleasure to be in St. Petersburg, but I enjoy that. It's a very nice city. Yeah. Yeah, I think 5 times. 4 or 5 times. You did not expect that. I could tell. But whoa, you've been to St. Petersburg. We had an office in St. Petersburg on where I used to work. I don't work there. I haven't worked there for many years. So I had the pleasure to be in St. Petersburg a few times. And guess what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna count. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And finally we're hitting. Oh. That's not nice. Oh no. Did it wrong. So. That's 3. And it looks a little bit boxy, blocky right now, but don't worry. I'm gonna sort this. It's gonna look awesome when we're done. I think it makes sense to sort of curve it inwards. And this sort of type of thinking, I will admit, because I think everybody, if you have ever watched this stream, you know by now that I'm not a seasoned player. I haven't done this for many years. Hopefully this can be something that can grow to something people actually enjoy watching. But I have Minecraft people get inspired by, and there are some that probably have done what I'm doing. But I think also, if you have spent a few days in this game, you fairly quickly start to know and realize that sort of what makes patterns inside this game, and that's sort of what we need to break. Because if we break the patterns, it stops to look as boxy as it otherwise will be. We are trying to avoid long straight lines. That's basically it. If we're building stuff, don't do too much straight lines, because that will look, well, not very good. More like a child has made it, instead of something that will be I think the upside of us clearing this much space just for the path, because obviously it's not just for the path. That means we will have a much flatter structure beneath this mountain, and I think we could use this space to add more houses, like the fisherman hut. That way we sort of can build that all the way into the mountainside, and I think that could look really, really, really good. But then we also need to ensure that we are... Oh, and here we're starting to hit stone again. Why did I actually delete those? I'm not even entirely sure. So here we have 5, but we are still just working in 3s in my sort of curving inwards here. Then we have exposed stones, 1, 2, 3, and then we are getting rid of this as well. So that's my temporary little, that will be nice. There is so much to clear, right? This is a big project. It's a fun project. It's gonna be time consuming, but I think we have, with our iron tools, iron shovel, we have actually started to make some proper progress already. We are sort of starting to see that this just basic and a little bit dull hillside is starting to transform into something that we have designed and controlled. Which, rather than just like this typical Minecraft generated stair type of structure, we are terraforming this with our iron tools. And I think one reason why I like doing it like this, early game, iron tools, is that this is a sandbox game where the only thing we will have more than anything of is time, unless you're sort of building something while stressing, but I'm not entirely sure why we would do that. I also think it's kind of fun to showcase, because there are so many, I've said that many times before, there are so many seasoned veterans playing Minecraft. They have been playing Minecraft for 10 years or more. They know more or less everything there is to know about the game, and they have all the proper, they have full enchanted netherite, they have everything. And I mean, cutting down this mountainside with the full enchanted netherite, efficiency 5, and it is a fairly quick job. My thought about doing it the way I'm currently doing it as well is to show that even if it's early game, or if you don't want to spend time, or don't even maybe even know how to get fully enchanted gear, you can still build amazing things if you just put in some work and some time. That's also one thing I would want to sort of showcase and hopefully be able to inspire and share with this Let's Play Together series, or Let's Play series, is that you can do a lot with just basic tools. You don't need the best of everything. We don't need that. There is a possibility that you can and will create amazing things with just the tools we have at our disposal. That's also something. I am hoping I can. Hello. You spawned here. Time to start to light this up, probably. We can put the torch there and there. Not there yet. So, with that said, let's continue. We have 3s, and this is where we are heading, right? So, 1, 2, 3, and then... Ow! Where did he come from? There are 2 of them. There are so many skeletons on this... And I don't have any arrows. Yeah. Big surprise. Oh. I'm gonna surprise him. Calm down. No, he actually... Did he already went around? Need to get rid of that skelly, or he will spend most of this time shooting at us. Die. Yeah, arrows. Thank you. So, there we are. This needs to go. So time to... And I did actually see creeper. Iron tools in building something like wood in starter game. Yeah. I agree. So 3. Let's come in here. So 1, 2, 3. This needs to go. This is where I wish I had Silk Touch, because everything we are deleting now would be stone to build with, but currently what we end up is more and more cobblestone that we will need to smelt into stone, and that will be a little bit of a pain, but let's start the game. What should we do? Of course, early. I spent 15 hours before today's stream. It's going to be 20 hours, but I mean, sure, we could have spent all that time exploring, finding villagers, and putting up a trading hall, but then we would have nothing to show for it. Well, I heard you a little bit too late, but I think we actually need to get rid of that anyway. So, building with creepers, that could be a series by itself. Demolition by creepers. Forget about TNT farms. Just unleash creepers where we want them and let them blow up what we're building. That could be fun. I'm not entirely sure that what I'm currently doing is smart, because what I mean in this corner, because we might actually need to... there's the first pickaxe. Sort that later, but for now, I mean, we don't want to end the mountain on the side like in a harsh line that we currently have, so it needs to start to round off sometime. And that roundness might actually need to curve outwards so that we can start to drop. I'm sort of increasing in the height on this sort of left side, but we might probably need to drop down. That way we can sort of dock that into the ground level. But we can't sort everything at the same time, so we just need to work with what we have. So and I'm not sure if we are on ground level yet. We are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks from our mine shaft. That could be, let's say, 5, could be 3 block high ceiling, which means if we just do some math, what did I say, 6, right? We are, the top side here is Y68. He fell down. And this currently is 73. That's 5. There's 5 blocks in difference, but we only have 1 here. So if we... and this is where we're going to end up with the staircase. So if we dig 2 more down and just decide that that's going to be ground level, then we still have 2 blocks height on top of the mine shaft. And that we can work with. And then this needs to be different heights anyway. So we can't dig too far, because then it's going to look flat. But I think we could probably afford dropping down at least 1 more on. And we don't want to end with 2, so we need to drop 2 more. And wow, that means that we are taking away more or less 1,000 blocks or something below the mountain here. Then we have 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm not... yeah, this... did I break the last pickaxe? No, I did not. Maybe this is overdoing it, but for now... just gonna get a feel for it. Otherwise we can just use the 50 stacks of dirt we just uncovered and fill this out again. And we at least have some cobblestone uncovered to work with. Because the reason why I want to uncover this is if we stop on 2, we don't have any height to work with. And it's going to be very hard to sort of... Your green tea looks like piss. Yeah, don't drink it then. That could be just a slight idea. And then on this side here. Oh yeah, I hear you. Doesn't sound very tempting to actually drink that. And then I think like this. We gonna clear this, but this gonna be actually, I think, dirt. Then we can sort of have 1, 2, and then it starts to sort of, we maybe should end up like here. That way we can sort of, yeah, build something that will look good. So with that said, let's not clear too much of this side yet, because then we will know what we are working with. So if this might be actually ground level, and there's no need to get rid of more than we have to. Because we can't have like a very sort of nice edge and line here and then just end up with a flat ground. So we need texture and levels and depth on that ground as well. So yeah, I forgot if I actually did 3 here. Yes, we did. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we should have a hole. Let's repair that because I hate leaving cavities. Here you go. There. So that works. And then we should have 3 there. And then 3 there. The rest we are leaving for now, because as I said, we probably need to start to sort of do it more or less like a little hill incline into this corner, and then smooth this sort of very sharp corner now into something more round. That means that this ground level here might end up actually being round as well, so we can work with this edge. But it's going to be easier now to add later, because we need to see what we are doing. So we're getting rid of this again. Just added it to remind me that that might be good. And that said, we are clearing more of this. Level 27, so we're closing into the need for focusing on finishing something we can work for the enchantment tables as well. I drink coffee. I'm Swedish. We drink tons and tons of coffee, even if there are a lot of people loving green tea as well, but I'm a coffee person. So I drink very black and strong coffee. Let's add... I think I'm actually gonna wear those pants. And you can't see my inventory because I'm sort of showing the overview, but I got some pants from killing some of those skellies. So, or if this was a zombie. We're actually almost out of stone. That's scary. That means that I'm probably need to spend another 5 hours digging and smelting cobblestone. And that means we can't use that on stream, because that's going to be insanely boring. So either we just need to shift focus in doing something else once we run out of blocks, or that means that this is not going to be a very, very, very long stream where I finish everything, which I would hope for, because we don't have blocks enough to do it. Or we can take a 5-minute break and I need to go construct a lot of furnitures, and we can just start to smelt while we're building. But I'm not sure I have fuel enough for that either. So we're a little bit in a dilemma for that. So, no, I'm not looking at you, so just chill, dude. And maybe actually, to make that work, we're gonna leave the 3s here, I think. For now. Actually gonna leave this entire side for now. There you go. I'm not sure. Well, no, I am sure. Let's clear more. Yes. We need to terraform and I'm almost used up half a stack of iron in iron tools breaking just so far. So that's also why I would want to have mending and efficiency and whatnot. So, because I mean, iron isn't that hard to get, but if we keep breaking what we have just to building stuff, that will not be so efficient in resource usage. Who downloaded more RAM? Oh, you're confusing me. You just wrote in the chat, Linus downloaded more RAM. What does that even mean? Or did you write in the wrong chat? There. So. With that settled, I think it's time to clear some of this as well. So we know what we are doing on this side as well. So we will immediately can decide. Yeah, cool. And I was like, who's Linus? Is that a Minecraft term I am unaware of? But no, I kind of figured you probably were speaking to someone else. That's funny. And then I answer that in this stream, so that's really gonna confuse some people. But what are you speaking about? Who is Linus? I have no clue. Is that the command block? Linus the command block. Oh, now I'm really wasting stone. So 2, 3, 3, 3. Get rid of that. 3, 3. Oh, that's harsh. Falling down when placing blocks. So I'm also need to clear part of this. Ah, yeah, I know Linus. He's cool. Canadian. Linus Tech Tips. It's been a while since I had anything to do with Linus. Used to watch him a bit when I built computers. I think this is the mountain side, cliff side, what we now should name it. Might actually be something that would make more sense to move out a bit, maybe. If we move it out, I'm gonna think about this, because if we move it out, then we can lower it as well. And then we don't have to clear that much. But no, let's keep it this way. We just need to clear. I mean, it's Minecraft. It's part of the game. But the reason why I said I maybe should move it out is otherwise we will have like a free hanging staircase, and maybe that's not very aesthetical looking or plausible that someone that found this cove decided to work if their way, why would you start by building a staircase up the mountain? And if there were no way to get up the mountain, you in the first place, because I mean, you would build a staircase if you knew what were up there. But if there is no way getting up there, you would never explore the mountain, and then you wouldn't ended up with a staircase. So what I mean with that is that it might be a bad idea to require like an 8 Y level drops staircase, because if we sort of rethink it from the other side, would it be plausible? And I'm trying to sort of think real life relations to when I am planning and building stuff. Would that make sense? Would that be plausible? Would someone build that? And so, and I'm not entirely sure it would actually, but for now it's gonna be like that. But I think it's obvious that I will need to probably cut this stream fairly short and spend time smelting stone and going hunting for iron, because I'm not entirely sure I would want to do this with stone tools, just because I keep running out of my iron tools, right? That is not nice. But and if you wonder where I am, I'm sort of back up in the mountain base, just sort of trying to sort a little bit of space in the inventory, and I'm also smelting some new tools, because I go through my iron stack insanely fast currently. And we have spent most of the iron just making shovels for digging out all the dirt. But I think we are at least not only making progress, but this can actually be something really cool looking when we're done. Something to be really proud of. And just to ensure that we haven't really messed up something major, I would want to start on this side as well, because this is where the path is coming. Path down, and if that's not gonna look good, then we need to rethink before we have spent all this time placing stone blocks and realizing, oh, we have a cave system underneath. You see where I'm sort of standing? This is a cave here. Whoa. Yeah, let's just leave that. I don't have time to do anything with it right now. I have a torch in it, I could see, so I think there is a way into it from below. Yeah, there is torches in there, so somehow there is a way in, other than from this side. But this is a huge one. Zombies. And guess what? Oh, there are all the zombies. They're coming from below here. Child labor typhoon. Oh no, that's not nice. Child labor typhoon. Oh, that's harsh. Child labor typhoon. Well, let's not. So, that means that we are chopping away on girlfriend's kids play Roblox. I only play Minecraft. I see a creeper on the cam account overview. Let's try not to. Then we're gonna fill in that. Where's the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I'm actually there. I think I said that let's not build more to the side here yet, right? I'm not entirely sure what we are doing there. But this is starting to look like something. I think I can spot one real problem maybe. And that's this side here. And let's attract all the monsters. Smart. There he comes. Is that it's too short, right? It will end too quickly because all the space I'm currently standing in doesn't really make sense. Or what we could do to sort of make more of a maybe even proper cliffside is to start a third line more where I'm standing and let that overlap the one we have above us. What do you say, Squist? Should we take that above the most top line, this line where I'm currently standing, and make that all the way into the mountain? That will leave a huge, fairly flat area where I'm currently standing. Or we can start a third line here and try to drag that all the way up to sort of where the major mountain side is now. Or we leave this for now and maybe this will be covered in a waterfall. I think that's the three options, but currently what I'm not liking is this area. This doesn't make sense. It's just like a big block of dirt blocks. But if I make this too flat, I will end up with a lot of huge sort of flat areas in here as well. So maybe we need to start to fill this in with like stone. So make it a full-size mountain on this end and not so much a cliffside. And that's a completely different project. Hello, Mark. It's currently, I call it Let's Play. So I'm still solo. I've had a few people asking, can I join? And I've said, for now, because it's such a new world, I have no... so the short answer is you can't join now. And if you are interested in the reason, or it's that I haven't really decided where to sort of bring this stream or world yet. That's why it's not play together, it's just let's play. But if more people say that they would want to join and would want to maybe make a project together, it might actually be that in a few episodes I will start to opening it up for external. But currently, Mark, and thanks for joining. That got rid of the problem should I dig out that or not? He just exploded most of it, so I don't know. Continue this mountainside or not? That's the question, because well, I'm not sure I want to end up this, which should have been a cliff face. Hello, dragon. We are currently building a cliffside. That's sort of today's stream project, but I ran into a little bit of struggle because I can't really decide how far to pull this sort of side, as well as should this be, yeah, where to start and end this. Because what we are currently seeing, everything here, all the stone wasn't here. This was dirt. So more or less where the cow is in the picture currently, that's where we had dirt all the way up to here. And this we have done with iron tools for the last 2 hours. So we are sort of building a custom cliffside. That's today's focus on the stream. So we can make a path going all the way from in the top side of the picture currently above me. You see like a opening in the mountainside. That's where we have the mountain base. That's sort of the main base. But below me now, I will shift camera. And that's where the camera count is currently standing on a temporary. We have started to build some houses. So below this sort of side, we are sort of terraforming and flattening in this. We can start to build a lot of more houses. And to do that, we need to ensure that we have a good looking path coming down from the mountain base. And to do that path, we need to construct this, let's call it custom cliffside faces. And that is what we are currently building. And thank you for joining, Dragon. And you also wrote a question mark, Dragon. So what are you wondering? Who is this Swedish dude that are speaking? And why is he standing still trying to make something fun? And that's just me trying to make something looking good here. And feel free to comment, give some suggestions. If you feel that this is not what I was expecting, why are you doing like that? Can we do this? Just let me know and we'll switch it up. But one way we can leave this flat as well is that we can actually build a house here. So I'm actually going to get rid of this, and I think it will make more sense to make this flat. Fairly flat. Nothing looks good in Minecraft if it's entirely flat. And Jackass or Jackass, build a statue of axolotls. Okay, I haven't found any yet because we have. This is like if you see, it's episode 7, and I stream about 1 to 2 hours every time. So this is a very fresh world still. So that's why I'm still in iron tools. I have no armor because I need to spend most of the iron I find on tools. That currently I'm ruining most of them just trying to terraform most of this mountainside. But I think we should flatten out part of this side, because if we do that, we can actually place a house here. And that would make sense, because then we have a path going up and down the mountain, but sort of halfway up and down here, we can maybe grow something, we can have a garden, or we can build a complete house. And then, Jackass, sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly, I might have a big statue just in your name on the sort of front side of the house that's going to be located here. So let's make a decision that here we can make a house. Yep. I'm getting rid of a lot of dirt here now, but we will probably need to place some of that dirt back. Bye bye bat. Because we would want to have a fairly flat path coming up and down here, because I think that will actually look better. I might be wrong. And this is the first time I do a project like this. I'm sort of making this up as I'm building it currently. And all the new people that just joined, you have Mark and Dragon and Jackass. If you have any questions or suggestions or just want to tag along, I just fire away. And I try my best to accommodate your wishes. But the sort of focus of today's build and stream is to make some sort of, I keep calling it custom mountainside or cliffside, but I don't have a better name for it currently. And I think it's time to get rid of some of this dirt. So we are flattening this out again a little bit. And as we have the mountain here, we need to clear this as well. This is turning out to be a huge terraforming project. I just pictured a few stone blocks, but the more I dig, the more I need to dig currently, because I'm not entirely happy with the look of it. And we are in a brand new server. I couldn't actually figure out how to film myself. So I made a second account, and so it's my account currently filming this. But I couldn't sort that on my local machine. I'm on Bedrock, so I mean I use Windows and not an iPad or Pocket. So I couldn't find a way to film myself on the same computer. I tried BlueStack. So I ended up actually just buying a server to be able to film myself streaming. And that's also why we're currently at level 27, because I was at level 28. And then when I transferred the world we had started on to the server, it's a new server. So that means when I log on, I'm level 0. So we have spent some time trying to sort of getting back, because we are also hunting for level 30. I would say level 40 is probably more correct. So we can, I'm actually gonna do this 4 this time. So 1, 2, 3, that should be 4 as well. And the reason for that is that I think we are about done on this level. We're building in 3s. 3 looks the best. We're building in odd numbers. That's usually something that looks the best, I think. But that means that we need sort of get that Fortune 3 enchantment as quickly as possible. But that also means that we need 45 books. So we can make 15 bookcases, and then we need diamond, and we spent most of the time building stuff. And currently today's stream terraforming this huge mountainside into something that we like. Big project, especially with iron tools. But also fun project. Because as I also said to Squist early, that's also something that I kind of like and one thing I would want to sort of achieve with this series as well is that you can actually build some amazing stuff early game with iron tools. You don't need fully enchanted netherite equipment. Will it make your life easier? Yes, but it's not a necessity. And I think that's also something I'm sort of trying to show, that you can actually build some amazing stuff without spending all that time getting all that sort of best in slot equipment. I'm currently filling in. We have a little bit of a gap here. So let's bring out some of this dirt level. There you go. And this is the path. So we are coming here. This is sort of up in here is the mountain base. I can show that soon. And then we have the path. It's going to turn this way, and then it should turn back this way. And we're running to here, where we're going to have a staircase in wood, probably spruce. And then, and that's also why we're building this sort of the mountainside, is that I keep saying mountainside. Is it mountainside? Cliffside. Cliff face. Let's call it whatever. That's to make it sort of also looking good as well as plausible that this is the way. I need to increase the levels of the path so it's not too steep, because it's very hard to build that and make it look good, I think. So, I mean, here is fairly steep. And we need at least 2 blocks, preferably even 3, in each sort of step down. That way we will have enough room to add slabs, and those slabs will make it more fluent to run up and down, as well as looking much better. So let's start to fill in a little bit more of this dirt so we know what we are working with. And I place the chest in the middle here, just to have somewhere to sort of unload dirt and stone and stuff. The problem now is that I built the walls on top of the chest. This is where the chest is. You can probably see it just below me. And it's full. And I need to probably move this to somewhere it's not in the way. So we can start to fill this in. And I think we might have gone a little bit overboard uncovering and building all of this stone here. Because, I mean, it should be in this level where I'm currently standing. And we have creeper alert. Where are you? There you are. I can see the head of you. Boom. Bye-bye. And we need another chest. That's what I'm trying to mumble. So, and just for if you are watching still, I'm going to switch camera, and this is what we did yesterday on the stream. This is sort of the front side of the mountain base, which I call. It's going to be a huge base, but this is what we managed to do yesterday. So this is just from yesterday. And I think it looks really good, actually. It's nothing inside here, because we just made a big tunnel all the way through the mountain. I am Bedrock. And on this side, squished, I actually moved the cows, so we don't need to listen to that insane mooing while sort of playing. And the reason why we are currently breeding cows is that we need leather so we can do the enchantment table. So we have them on this side, but we need to explore this entire. So this entire side is going to be houses. It's going to be on this side of the mountain. So the entire base going to actually be 2 face. It's going to be on this side and on the other side. So everything in between here needs to be designed with different rooms and stuff. So I mean, it's going to be fun. I think I'm really looking forward to this series. I think we together can start to build something amazing. And we have very little left of that diamond pickaxe, and I would prefer to actually save part of that, because we will probably soon need to get ourselves a little bit of obsidian as well. So let's actually switch to iron for that as well. And as you can see, this is all the iron I have found so far. So I had 51, I think, iron ingots when I started the stream today, and I've used up most of them creating iron shovels for the terraforming we are currently doing. It's a little bit sad, but it's gonna be worth it, I think. No, I forgot something, right? Why did we walk up here? We walked up here to say that we should what? Make ourselves a new double chest, right? There you go. But we need to relocate our temporary building chest because it's in the way. When I sort of place, and there you have the cam account. So hello, Silvergun. And we are switching back. So when I made that chest placement, I wasn't really sure. I can hear a spider. There you are. Watching my own stream, like the overview, it almost feels a little bit like cheating, because I can see the mobs. I know now I have a creeper on top of us, and I wouldn't know that if we were just playing like first person view. Let's place the chest on the cliffside now. Die already. Yeah, and we really don't want to die, because we are hunting level 30 for the enchantment tables, and I think as soon as we sort of reach 30, we should shift focus immediately to finish that, just in case I screw something up and die. Then we need to start over. So it would be would make much more sense. Let's place it here. It would make much more sense to actually, as soon as we reach 30, use those levels to see if we can at least make our first enchant to get fortune 3, and then we're gonna drop quite a lot of levels. And obviously when we do, it doesn't really matter as much if we die. So, but it would be a mess if we are like terraforming ourselves up to level 40 and then just die from 2 creepers for not paying attention, because that's going to be a waste of levels, I think. I'm not sure if you agree. If you agree, please let me know, and if you don't, please let me know. Or if you just want to say I love coffee more than tea, because I love coffee more than tea. By now, that actually matters. I have no clue. And we are filling our inventory back with... I'm just sorting out my inventory. I'm just trying to fit as much stone and... There you go. Some stone, and let's not add andesite yet. We're going to use andesite for texturing, because obviously we can't leave this all in stone, because that will not look good. It needs to be textured with stone bricks and andesite and cobblestone. But first we are focusing on getting the shape right. Once we have the shape, just in case we need to sort of redo this, we will texturize it. 9. So Squist played Minecraft for 9 years. That's a long time, dude. I think I played Minecraft for 2. And I've spent at least 1 year off, if not more, during that time. So, anyone else actually on... Whoops, I fell down. So if you wonder where that building dude just disappeared, I apparently fell down a cave. So, hopefully I'm back up soon. Give me a second. So if you're sort of listening, and if you are in the chat, if how long have you played Minecraft for? Squist are in the lead. He has played Minecraft for amazing 9 years. I started, I would say, 2 years ago, but I played Minecraft for less than a year. So, if you're listening, how long have you been playing Minecraft for? And I'm just underground trying just to fill in a little bit of... Because that's something I actually watched in a tutorial. He said it better, so I'm just gonna just say... Pretend it sounds like I just made that up. I think it was Blue Nerd amazing Minecraft builder, by the way. I love his tutorials. Always double layer your... Always double layer. And I agree, because you can't just slab one block level above, because if you accidentally break that, you can fall into, well, really nasty shit. And we don't want that. So I think always double layering makes sense. So that was why I just currently disappeared. I fell into the ground, so I made sure that I double layered my way all the way up, so we can't fall down there again. Here we have three. Yep. Heck yeah. Heck yeah for double layering, or heck yeah for playing Minecraft for 9 years. Squeezed. And this is worrying me a little bit, because I'm not entirely sure I made this. Will this look good? I think it will. Let's just pretend that this looks good. And if you don't think so, please lie. I don't want to spend time redoing all of this. No, obviously, don't lie. If you think it looks like crap, please let me know. I'm a big boy. I can take it. Yeah, hell yeah. For double layering, yes. And to be honest, I don't double layer either. If I find like a 300 block hollow beneath where I'm currently building, I will fill that entire space up. I will never leave anything sort of hollow if it shouldn't be hollow. So if I find it, I need to fill it in. So that's sometimes what I build can take. I spent like 4 weeks on a survival world of my own before I sort of decided to start over and while starting a stream. And I started building like this really huge automatic storage room. And the problem I had, why it took almost a week and a half to finish. Every single time I sort of was expanding this sort of the room and the space, I found a water cave, and it was like 200-300 blocks big, and swimming without water breathing, trying to fill that entire space up. That's why I think before I was done, I probably spent 1,000 blocks underwater, just filling, because I don't want that to be like a hollow space. So for me, it's not about double layering either. It's just nothing should be hollow. And we are... Yeah, this might be good. And this very strange looking dirt staircase that we're currently seeing should of course not be a dirt staircase. It's going to be something beautiful. It's going to be in wood, and it's going to have some pillars and some structure, and maybe even a little bit of roof. And all the space we have currently sort of unveiled when terraforming this should be transformed into houses, I think. That would probably look the best. And we should start to cover up the roof for the mine, and it shouldn't be dirt, maybe, but I'm currently just starting to get a little bit of feel on how this should look. Because we could save this space, obviously, because it too flat looks bad. Too much of like too much of a steep incline will look bad. So I think it's about finding that proper balance doing this. I think it's been a little bit messed up the last couple of days. Just try again. Squiz just said he can't log into his Xbox account, so... I had some problems with my secondary account, which I created yesterday, but I just waited 10 minutes and suddenly it was back online. I'm not sure. We have different levels of height here, because we sort of dropped down. it's gonna make the dirt side look, it's gonna be a little bit harder to make this look good, I think, but we'll try to manage. So now we're gonna add a lip here. Whoops, maybe I should have just left that. So then we can just start to try to add a little bit of an uneven, non-repeatable structure on this. And we should work from top to bottom, right? Then maybe like that. Not bad. We're trying very hard not to repeat what we are currently doing. That could work. That's not bad, right? Then we're gonna switch to slabs. That means as long as we never sort of have the same height on any of the blocks, it will feel less repeatable, I think. And I think I want to do, and now that became the same height as that. So we're gonna do this, and then in this I should bring out some stone staircases. So maybe there. Oh, whoops, the wrong way. And it doesn't really make sense to have staircases everywhere, because that's also going to be counterproductive. And that's a slab, but we can use a stair there. And I think just by starting to sort of try to make this look a little bit less blocky, we are ending up with what could be actually something looking really good. And I think I'll add another slab there. What do you say, Squist? By the shape of this, it starts to look like a proper mountainside, right? And I think even it should be 3, it makes more sense to actually there. No, I don't actually dig that. The reason for that is there, because otherwise it's sort of dropping all the way from the side where we're currently standing. So it should be, there you go. Sexy. Whoops, I fell down. Yeah, I've heard myself say that quite a few times. So, and all this stone needs to be replaced later as well into andesite and whatnot. But before we do that, so we can texturize it. I still feel more comfortable working purely in stone, so we know the shape before we add the texture. Otherwise it's so easy to get lost in sort of placing textures rather than placing shapes. There you go. And the highest point for this is actually here. So I'm gonna start there. And obviously we need to sort this side somehow. But before it sort of gets out of hand and then we are sort of building bigger and bigger and further away, we need to just realize that we need to finish some of this first. So that will work. That's going to be slab. That's not the shape we have. There you go. means we could probably work ourselves. Yeah, Mr. Hen. There you go. And then I'll add a stair there. Stair there. A block. A slab. Staircase. A staircase. Most definitely slab. Slab. That's a little bit... No. Actually gonna do the other way around. So let's get rid of that slab. And I think a stair... I'm gonna add a lot of stairs here. Just to do something we haven't done. And then we are slabbing these blocks. Staircase. Turn stairs on the side there. And then I think to make that look good, we should add a block there. And stair there. And there you go. I think I'm going a little bit overboard with the stairs now, so let's just stop using them for a while. And there, I think, might actually do the trick. That's actually starting to look a little bit like a mountain, right? We haven't done so much repeating, and that means that you could even probably afford, I think, to just break, dare to just break, and suddenly it's not 5, it's 6 here. 3, 4, no, now it's 5 again. Okay, then the stair there, slab, the slab on this, because that's going to be something that we haven't done. And maybe actually a regular stair there. And a regular stair there. Then one there. And a regular stair like that. Yes. That looks really good, right? And suddenly it's starting to be something. I'm gonna add some lightning here as well. Then we should actually do something that I learned from no, I hear them. Oh no, it's 3 nights. Sulgan's gonna die. The Kamikaze's gonna die. We're all gonna die. Run, Forest! Run! The birds are back, but they're named phantoms, but I keep calling them birds. Run, Forest! And I think we are actually... We need to sleep. And we should take Mr. Zulugun, the cam account, and it should sleep as well. We get rid of some of the phantoms. That's a nice camera angle. What you're currently seeing, Squist? Do you see the resume game for the stream, or are you watching? No, you're not, right? You are seeing the overview for Zulugun now, right? Sorry for asking, but I just got a little bit worried that I sort of messed up the camera, so that I'm sort of filming the wrong thing. But I think this is the right one. You are not seeing my inventory currently. You are seeing the Zulugun overview, right? And we actually managed to get a little bit more stone down. Yeah, cool. Thank you. Then it's been all right. Was like when running back and switching the counts and the camera just to get to sleep, I was like, no, I've had the camera wrong the entire time, but I'm glad I didn't. I think this is looking really good on that side, and where I'm currently jumping looks nice as well. Then we have a lot of hollow space here we need to sort as well. Because that's not nice. Double layering. It's like, it sounds like double dipping. Something bad. Oh no, you can't double dip. Is that Seinfeld, right? No, but what I was actually about to say when I sort of got jumped by what I keep referring to as the birds is something I learned from watching tutorials on Blue Nerd, which is one of the masters in my opinion. Is his sort of advice on how to do pathing. So he said that first you draw a path, one block at a time. Let's do one. You have Taco Bell. Oh, that's nice. How do you like it? I think like something like that. Then he said, and I'm gonna switch camera for this. Once you have a path that we are fairly happy with, so, and I think it's curving fairly good actually. Then he said, just follow that path on the outside. So this is the path. So then we are just painting on the outside of this path. That way it should cover, sort of keep its good looking shape and stay natural. It's going to be very cool to see if this actually works. Oh yeah, it kept the shape, right? That means we should paint. I keep saying painting, but oh no. Is it okay to curse? Like really high? Freaking, that was not nice. I was thinking, will I have enough time to kill it, or should I just try to run away? And it's safe to say we should have been running away. But I thought I actually had the time to kill him. Fucker. Let's sort this right away. So we have... That was sloppy, it was unnecessary, and that was no fun. We have been sort of struggling to get some levels, and now we are dead as Elvis, and then some. And that means that the 30 levels I was discussing earlier, we are far from it now. I guess back to fishing. Oh well, that's just shit happens when you don't pay attention. But that was a really evil creeper. I mean, I have an iron sword. They shouldn't be that hard to kill, right? He just destroyed me. And I think I said the F word, and that's probably not by YouTube's code of conduct, but yeah. I hope I didn't offend anyone by sort of saying, and yeah, let's not finish that word again. He got me by surprise, actually. I was not ready for that. Oh well, can't cry over that now. So, back to the path. Can't even remember where we had it, because he got a jump on us, right? There you go. I think that works, but then that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. So we should maybe just do something like... No, let's keep it like that, actually. I also think for this part, we should fetch... Do we have inventory space? Yes, we do. I died. Oh no. We should find ourselves slabs. A lot of slabs. If you didn't know, but I think you do, if you press space and click, you will craft the full stack. That way you don't have to click as many times. But I think most people know stuff like that when it comes to Minecraft. But not everybody is seasoned. Some of us are actually like myself, still fairly new at this game. So it took me a while actually to learn that I could craft the full stack just by pressing shift. Pressing cliff. Talk about the Minecraft update. The pressing cliff update. So I think adding that, and then we could actually add in oak. That gives a little bit of different texture, right? Then we should get rid of this because we don't want to drop too fast, and we should also paint, as I call it, on the outside of this first to see if we actually we are working with what we want. That pathing looks okay. I think I'm gonna add like a big tree where we're standing. That would make sense, sort of not having to get rid of most of the dirt on these layers, but I think just some of this dirt need to go just to make it a little bit more even in level. But that's definitely for a different day. So that means if we are pathing like this, it's obvious that it should have been stone here, right? Otherwise we are looking straight into the dirt, and the path needs to be one more level down. That means we should get rid of. This needs to be one layer higher. And yes, that means that we now have probably increased that a bit too much. But I think it works. And it makes more sense from sort of what we are currently building. And we need to stay true to that as well. And maybe even, this is 3 now. Sometimes I think it's okay to break like the path of 3s and uneven and stuff like that, because that will also make it less repetitive. So by adding a staircase there, it's no longer a straight line, and that will help us with the looks of it. And I even think we could probably afford to add a slab there. Full block there. And a stair there. And we have suddenly stopped having a straight line here as well. And we need to add dirt here, but I think a part of it. Christina, what's up? We are constructing what I keep referring to as a custom mountain, but this is this is not a mountain. It's like a cliffside. Because I am trying to sort of designing a good-looking path coming up the mountain, up and down the mountain. But I didn't like how steep it ended up. It was like just a path. So I just, when we started this stream, started to clear what everything that are in picture now. Everything here is something that we have constructed in this stream. So we are sort of trying to make a good looking path. coming up the mountain. So now I'm sort of adding some wooden slabs, so we get a little bit of texture, as well as don't have to jump up and down. So, and the reason why I'm sort of focusing on that now is just that to ensure that we have constructed the mountain in, or I said mountain again, right? The cliffside. So we don't have to rebuild this. So I need to ensure that we are sort of, we know what we are working with. So that's what we are doing. And welcome to the stream. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'm here to answer them. And this needs to be decorated later. It needs to be like a little bit of a dirt path on the edges, and it should be some bushes, and then it should be a lot of sort of details. And it's I mean, it's always the details that does it. But currently we are still focusing on trying to ensure that all the shape needs to be sort of correct. If the shape is wrong, we can spend this entire day trying to texturize and think that's gonna solve anything, but it won't. It's the shape first, the details later. So now I think we have more of a good looking path. We are sort of turning here. I'm sort of outlining. Here comes the spider. Hello, Mr. Spider. Maybe it was Mrs. Spider, or Miss Spider. At least it was a spider. And spider is no more. That's some slabs, and then we're turning, and I think to make it look softer, let's a little bit more. And this is probably gonna be a little bit too steep. Actually gonna do these in oak, because I mean, if I add slabs here now where I'm standing, it's gonna be a full block height. So we should add a little bit of dirt here. This is what we said, I said when I sort of did this, that might have to move part of sort of this side out or in, just to ensure that we are in control of the incline decline, so it's both smooth as well as good looking. And maybe when we're done, we're gonna replace some of sort of the slabs in oak and spruce that we're currently working with stone or even stone bricks. But yet again, first the shape, and then we can texturize it properly. And this needs to be, oh no, should be right click there and there. And this is supposed to be a sort of staircase in wood coming down here. I think we are actually making good progress, and this will look amazing when this is done. What are your overall feeling? If you're watching, what do you feel? Are we sort of making progress? Is this actually looking good? Are we proud of what we have made so far? Because I think this is looking good. I'm actually going to switch camera angle right about... Oh, creeper. We just died for me messing up that creeper, so I'm a little bit scared. So let's just run away first. Did you see that amount of mobs? Look at that. How many are they? There are like 9 of them in a single location. What? It's like a train. Where are they all coming from? Why are there so many zombies? I don't mind the XP, but I'm just wondering where are they all coming from? I'm gonna jump in back into camera. I'm bringing the train with me. Quickly, do we have an arrows? Yes, we have 3 arrows. I'm gonna save that for the creeper. That should find us if we just pop our heads up here. We don't want him to blow up everything we just constructed. There you go. No more creeper. There's so many. Where are all the zombies coming from? Why are they spawning all over? Not much building here. We are killing zombies. So, Christina, I'm not sure if you're still here. You said what's up and then nothing. So, if you are just looking at the chat, I can imagine, because then you are not getting any text responses. But if you are actually listening, let me know what you think about this. I'm gonna run back up again, because this is what I wanted to sort of do when we found that amazing amount of mobs. There they are. Look at that. So, camera switch. We have a little bit of a gathering up here again, but this is sort of the path. So we are coming from the mountain base. Gonna run here. Yes, I hear you. There you are. Let's get rid of them. I'm gonna show you the path in a second. So, mountain, base, path. Here we go. Serious. We should probably start to get the golden apples. We can start to cure them rather than trying to find a village. So, path. We are running. It's curving. We have some different type of textures and it's curving. We're coming down the mountain. Here we're going to have a wooden stair. That stair is going to end up here. Then we are curving and it's curving, it's curving, it's curving, and we are on the ground. What do you feel? Have we pulled something up? Will this look good enough? I think so. I'm fairly happy actually. Almost a little bit proud of what we have managed to put together in a fairly short amount of time, actually. If you're listening, do you have an opinion? Is it good? Is it bad? Have you done it in another way? In that case, how? I'm curious. This is my first. I can't say that I know what I'm doing. I'm just making this up as I go along. There you go. So, I think that will sort the path as well. Where is he? We got hit by a skelly. I couldn't make out from where he was coming. There he is again. There he is. Ah, he's camouflaged. He's white against the white. That's sneaky. Skelly against the birch. He was invisible. I think this will settle this, and that means that we should start to make exactly what we just did for... Do we have slabs? Yes, and yes, and yes. So, let's not fall down. Stone. I'm gonna add a little bit of a lip on this. No, that's not gonna work. So let's sort this before I end up destroying all. You won the bet. What type of bet? That this would look good. Yeah, you have faith. I like it. I think most definitely it needs to have some sort of... We are lacking one... We are lacking all, of course, all the bushes and the all the greens, but I think we need to replant a lot of trees, and I'm thinking water. That adds another color, and it also adds another texture, and I think that could be like what will make this build look not only good, but maybe even a little bit epic, and we want epic. We like epic. Whoops. There we go. So, and I'm using my poor man's scaffolding. That's dirt. So it's always dirt, because we haven't had any time finding bamboo. I'm actually gonna just leave that block there. It needs to be part of the upcoming structure. There. And I am just gonna randomly place a few blocks on that. We placed that. And as we all know, make all the top line first. Not from top down. Top. Side to side. Makes it easier to know what we are building. I'm gonna add, I think that would look good. And then we're gonna slab that and that and that, and gonna slab there. It will add a little bit of different shaping directly. And let's, I just got, shouldn't do that. We shouldn't spend time other than base shape first. So back up, full blocks first. Here we should have one in the corner because we haven't done that. Then we have one on the lip. Maybe you do a double there. Yep. And then just one in the middle. I don't think I've put just one in the middle anywhere. So there's the skelly somewhere. Okay, never mind. They're probably gonna shoot me down. And then I'm gonna add a double there. I haven't done that either. And then just because we are standing here and we are about to go one step, I'm gonna add a slab, slab, slab. And then I think we are ready to add a stair. There is a stair. I'm gonna add a stair there. So then back to shaping. So then we're gonna work from, there we go. From this side we are about to get into reach. I mean, that works, but that will, okay, that has to work. So I think let's add a double there again. That stair is not what I intended. That stair should be, that's what I'm actually intended. I think I'm gonna add a stair there just while we are standing here. So that looks nice, right? Base shape. So stair into a full block. Then we are back to having to build poor man's staircases. And stand a little bit further away so we have a better overview of what's happening. Think, no, not double middle. That will not work. That will work. Then while we are here, I'm gonna take the slab and put the slab there. Slab there. Slab there and there. That we have different heights on most of these lines. I think that will look good. We're gonna move this down just temporarily so we can get the stair here as well. So, no, that's stupid. We have a slab. You can't put the stair on a slab, right? That's a slab, that's a slab, that's a full block. Yeah, maybe the right direction. So, that will work. Yes. And then, not too much at a time. I think it's really, this type of what we're currently doing, it's very, very important to have a little bit of patience. Because if we are moving too fast to the sides on this, we're gonna miss something. It's gonna be too repeatable, and it will not look as good as we want it to do. Let's add a double block in the middle there. I think that looks okay. Then I'm gonna add one in the middle. Then we're gonna slab that and slab that and slab that. And stair that and slab. No, that slab is wrong. So slab that. Yeah, most definitely. And then I'm gonna kill that block and add a double stair there. Yeah. That looks good. Yeah, we are actually getting somewhere, aren't we? This is painfully slow, but it's very important, I think, to get this. If we can nail this, this entire structure is going to be, yeah, it's going to be really, really nice. And I think it will help us with the overall. It's so many blocks here otherwise. I think I'm actually going to add a stair there and a slab there. So, are we happy? What do you say, Squiz? Are we happy? And at least the upside is this is the last sort of jump up we need to do. And I'm actually gonna add a double there as well, and then double stairs on that. Slab there, slab there. No, we can't do the slab there because then we need to keep a little bit different layers. I think I will need a slab there. That looks nice. And then there. Yeah. There. There we go. It is in the details, I think. It's slab versus a stair versus a full block. That could be the entire thing that makes it look like a pattern or not. I think I might be using a little bit too many stairs currently, so let's just not do that. There, but there. This side we said. Currently, I'm on the edge, and I'm not entirely sure what to do with that, so we're actually gonna leave it. We need to sort that entire edge eventually anyway, so we can afford to actually leave that. I think a full block there. Full block. Slab. Stair on this side. Maybe a slab. Yeah, slab. And did I just run out of stairs? Yes, I did. The good thing is that in our mine... Come here. Surprise. I actually got stuck here. That's strange. I think I got stuck on his... No. I heard it. A little bit too late. At least we didn't die. We need some stone stairs. That's why we're here. So. I actually couldn't hear him quick enough. Because I just heard that... That damn chicken almost killed us. He disguised the creeper. That was sneaky. They are collaborating to get us dead. And it's working. It's a good thing we have tremendous amount of dirt blocks after digging as much as we have. There we go. Back up to work. We need to sort these lines because they are not looking like it should. But that's for, I think, another day and another stream. Where were we when I ran out of stairs? We were here, right? So let's add a stair on that side. I think I haven't done that on so many. As for a softer transition, right? I think it's hard to see from so far, but that way I can add stairs in a little bit of different patterns. And I'm thinking a slab in a corner like that, because we haven't done that either. And we could probably add a full block there and slab that. I'm gonna break the corner and staircase that, because that will also break up any eventual patterns. Remember, we did 3, 3, 3, 3 on all the edges. So just by killing off a few of the corners, we are breaking up that pattern as well. Surprise! So, Skelly's doing. Skelly's gone. But I don't like this line above me, because it's like, it's stair, 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 right? You can see it, probably. Especially now when I broke the corner. So, and it's not getting better, which means we should break that slab and add a full block there. And then a slab there, and then a stair inside that. That makes for a different pattern. Yes, but that means we should break that full block and add the slab back. Yep. Better. Much better. Then I'm gonna break this and add a slab. Just to break up that. That's a new pattern. We haven't used that either. And we ran out of slab as well. So if I had been half a brain, I would have gotten us some slabs when making staircases. Hopefully I will not blow us up again. Stairs and slabs. We are set good to go. And it's the last. I think it's about time. That time that always happens eventually. To soon actually start to close down this stream for today. Because I think I'm sort of carrying my last stone blocks. I don't have any more iron for tools. And I need to think about how to terraform sort of the flat part of where we are standing. But I think we have made some tremendous... I also are not equipped with enough like grass or bone meal as well. Which means we can't sort of make bushes and like a dirt edge on all these sort of mountain edges as well, which means we can't finish it. That's what I'm trying to mumble here. And as we can't finish it, I think I just need to do that off stream. Not finish it, but I need to gather all the materials. Yeah, it's been a really good progress actually. And I'm really enjoying this sort of sessions and the streaming. And hopefully more people enjoy them. So this is something I can do more of. It's really funny. It's less lonely playing this way as well. Especially when I have as nice company as with your squid. The squist. I keep saying squid. I'm not sure. I just finished watching Squid Game, finally. So I think maybe I'm thinking too much about squids currently. Keep saying squid, but it's squist. Sorry for that. Hello, Mr. Zombie. Then let's add a slab to these two corners, even if it's the same. That means we can then afford to add this pattern. Maybe even a stair on that side. That will be something different. Stair on that side, and a stair on there. Slab, slab, slab. That's a little bit different on the sort of finishing edges. Full block. I'm gonna break the corner on that. Gonna add a slab instead. No, we are not, because then we are gonna add a stair. So that's nice. But I'm gonna add a slab there. You can call me Squid. No, you're Squist. I want to call you Squist because that's what you are calling you. 1, 2, 3, maybe. Let's not spend too much time on the ground here, because we don't entirely, I don't entirely know if this should be the ground level or not yet. And I also think, of course, that I mean, it's really nice working with a little bit of different sort of depth and different sort of levels. And there's a creeper, and I'm running out of arrows. Yeah, come here and I'll kill you where you stand. Which means that this edge we have here, we can work with that. So when we can do exactly as we're done with the path. So let's just do it like this. We have 1, 2, 3. Then we have 2, and then we have 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. That's 2. And then we have 3 again. After 3, we can go in and do 2. After the 2, we can do... No, after the 3 here, let's do it the other way. That means on the other side of the hand that it needs to be level here. So from 3 to 3 again, to 3, 2, 3. So a 3 and a 3. That's a nice edge, right? That means that we could probably... Let's not finish streaming just yet. We are trying to sort a little bit on sort of a better looking terraforming here. I keep calling it terraforming, but I mean we are terraforming, but this is not what we are doing. We are just trying to find a nice place to end this line here. I'm thinking we should probably just keep the fair... He keeps standing next to the trees. They are sneaky. can't see them because they're like white on white. So I think this edge actually works, even if we need to do something on where it's sort of ending, obviously. And then I think maybe if we just, I think we can do it like this. If we just take this block and then we count 1, 2, 3 and place a block there. And if that's the 1 block, then we can do 2, and we can do 3, and then we have trees. And that means this should be 2, this should be 3, but then I'm gonna switch up the pattern, and that's gonna be 3, and then we're gonna end up with a 2 there. And that's not meeting each other, so that will work. And then we're gonna flatten this out, and this, as it's a mountain here, mountainside, we should also eventually start to curve it inwards. So I'm gonna fill this in. Fill out you do with the form, right? There. And this should also be 1 level. And we are out of blocks. Lots and lots and lots of dirt. There. So with this sort of I think I'm on my last shovel as well. What I was trying to sort of say is that I'm gonna just follow this. It's a straight line here. Nothing should be straight, obviously. But by leaving it straight there, sort of where I'm standing now, I know it's not gonna look that when I'm done. It's just a reminder that that's as far as we have done it so far. But I think that letting this go to curve, this needs to curve inwards. So, and maybe this should be this flat actually. Because then we can position a house here. I think that could be a nice position for a house. But this won't work. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the line we just made. I'm not sure why I switched that for 5. That's better. And that means that if this 3, there should be 2, there should be 1, that should be 1, and maybe 3. So maybe. I'm not entirely sure. So that means that if we're just going to keep that, then that can be 2. That's a 1. That can actually just be 2 straight away. And then I think maybe we can curve this straight back. So from a 1 there, 2, was that the last shovel? Yes, it was. Hopefully I don't need to. So that's the 1, that's the 2, that's the 3. And that's the 3, and then that's the 2. And then that's the 3, and that's the 3. And that should be a 2. And that can be a 2, actually. That line's not looking bad either, right? That means that we can go from 2 to 1 to 1 to 2 to 1 to 3 into a 2, 1 to 3. That's the 3, that's the 2, that's the 1. That's also curving fairly good. Look at that! Just by sort of replacing some of the dirt blocks, we immediately have a much more fluent line going around, sort of meeting up with the mountain, and that's what's going to make this look really good, maybe even amazing when we're done. I like that. That was something good we just did there. Actually, it was worth it. And I think this looks like a very big flat area currently, but I don't think we need to be worried actually, because if we place a building here, let's say a house, then we will never notice, obviously. I mean, I'm not entirely sure if we should have mountain, like stone, or dirt, just at the bottom of all mountains in real life. You have a lot of dirt and gravel and sand and stuff like that at the base of a mountain. And this isn't a mountain, it's a cliffside. But if we start to cover the cliffside with dirt and grass and stuff, it will probably make sense to actually have not stone, but more of a dirt edge. So might have to place some dirt blocks and some gravel and stuff. Maybe even take some stone buttons to sort of simulate some pebbles at the edge of this. But then we are closing into finished, and then we need to decide on everything. Because I think this drop here, currently where I'm standing, could be an amazing spot to bring down a waterfall. And then everything we just did needs to be dug out again. Because, I mean, if you have a waterfall, you should have more of a round area here for, like, where the water has sort of eroded it. And then it needs to go from here. It should also be in, like, an S shape, dropping down, curving. It's then S-ing into here and all the way out to the ocean. But that could be... That's something I need to think about. I'm gonna end the stream now, actually. Just like that. I think we have made a tremendous amount of progress today as well. You bring good luck, and our streams are much better with you in them, Squist. So thank you for that. And this is it's been a nice stream. This is a really nice mountainside. I need to have some time as well to spend some time actually off camera. Need to gather more resources. I'm already out of stone, and it's obvious that I have not even close enough of andesite and cobble and more stone and stone bricks, and yeah, I'm running out of material, and means I don't want to sort of spend another 2 hours on stream just sort of digging in the dirt for some basic building materials. So I'm gonna save you from that by, well, bid your farewell for watching this time, and I hope to see you in the next one. So until next time, bye bye. Thank you very much for watching.